Imagine owning a piece of American soil for 30 years. To anyone else, it's just a patch of grass and trees. But to you, it's the quiet promise of your retirement home. It's the inheritance you swore would put your grandkids through college. It is your legacy paid for with decades of sweat, sacrifice, and every on-time tax payment you've ever made. You sleep soundly because you think your property is safe. After all, it's dirt. How can anyone steal dirt? But while you're at the kitchen table tonight, a stranger is sitting in a dark room halfway across the world, staring at your deed on a glowing screen. They don't need your keys. They don't need to step foot on your grass. With 3 clicks and a forged digital signature, they are erasing your name from history and replacing it with theirs. By sunrise, your safe investment will be listed on a discount site for cash. By Friday, a moving crew could be clearing your trees for a house you didn't authorize, on land you no longer legally own. You are about to witness the silent crime that is turning the American dream into a legal nightmare for thousands of seniors this year. Don't look away, because the next deed they sell could be yours. On a Tuesday morning in Florida, 72-year-old retired engineer Robert Miller received a phone call that stopped his heart. It was his neighbor. The neighbor asked, "Hey, Robert, congrats on the sale. When are the new owners moving in?" Robert hadn't sold his land. He hadn't even listed it. But on paper at the county recorder's office, Robert didn't own that land anymore. A stranger did. And that stranger had already paid $150,000 to a ghost. Today we are uncovering the most sophisticated real estate scam hitting Americans in 2026. It's silent, it's legal, on the surface, and by the time you realize it's happened, your land, your money, and your legacy are gone. This is how they do it, and more importantly, how you can stop them before they find your deed. Why empty lots? Scammers are lazy, but they are smart. If they try to sell your house, there are people inside. There are dogs barking, neighbors watching, and moving trucks. But an empty lot? It's a passive asset. You might not visit it for months or even years. The anatomy of the theft starts with a lead list. Scammers use public records to find properties that meet 3 specific criteria. First, they look for property that is free and clear. No mortgage. Banks have lawyers, scammers hate lawyers. Second, they look for an out-of-state owner. If you live in New York but own a lot in Arizona, you aren't walking past it every day. Third, they target elderly owners. They assume, often wrongly, that you aren't monitoring your digital footprint. Once they find your lot, they don't break into your house. They break into your identity. They create a fake ID, a high-quality forged driver's license with your name, but their face. This is where the scam gets modern and terrifying. In the old days, you had to stand in front of a person to get a deed notarized. Today, over 40 states allow remote online notarization, or RON. The scammer logs onto a platform. They show their forged ID to a notary over a blurry webcam. The notary, often overworked and undertrained, stamps the digital deed. Within minutes, a quitclaim deed is filed electronically with the county. To the county clerk, it looks 100% legitimate. The land has been transferred from you to a shell company owned by the scammer. But the scammer doesn't want the land, they want the cash. They immediately list the property on Zillow or Redfin at 20% below market value. They tell the real estate agent, "I'm going through a divorce. I need a quick cash sale." An innocent buyer sees a once-in-a-lifetime deal. They wired $100,000 to a title company. The title company wires the money to the scammer's burner bank account. By the time you find out, the scammer has closed the account and vanished. You might think, "I'll just tell the police. It was fraud." The sale isn't valid. Here is the part that hurts. Under US law, you now have to prove it was fraud. You are now in a clouded title situation. The innocent buyer thinks they own it. You know you own it. And the scammer is in another country laughing. You will spend between $10,000 and $50,000 in legal fees just to get your own land back. And if you didn't have owner's title insurance, that money comes directly out of your retirement savings. I don't share these stories to scare you. I share them so you can arm yourself. Here are the 3 things every property owner over 60 must do this week. First, sign up for the county alert system. Most counties in the U.S. now offer a property fraud alert service for free. You sign up with your name and email. If anything is filed against your deed, you get an email in seconds. I'll call your county recorder tomorrow and ask for this. Second, check your title insurance. Dig through your closing papers. Do you have an owner's policy or just a lender's policy? If you don't have an owner's policy, you are flying without a parachute. Third, use the Google Alert hack. Set a Google alert for your property address. If a scammer lists it on a random real estate site, Google will sniff it out and tell you. Robert Miller eventually got his land back. He saw his name returned to that official county deed, but the man who stood on that lot 2 years later wasn't the same man who bought it 30 years ago. In those 24 months of legal battles, Robert's hair turned ghost white from the sheer, crushing weight of the stress. He spent his retirement savings on lawyers instead of his grandkids. He spent his nights staring at court documents instead of sleeping. When we spoke to him, his voice trailed off as he looked at the empty grass. He told us, "I gave 40 years of my life for this dirt. I worked double shifts, I skipped vacations, and I paid every tax bill on time. And I almost let a guy with a laptop, someone who has never even seen this town, steal it all in 40 minutes." Robert's story isn't just a tragedy, it is a loud, ringing alarm for every American homeowner over the age of 60. The world has changed, and the predators have moved from the streets to the digital shadows. But you don't have to be their next victim. You've worked too hard to let a ghost erase your legacy. Don't let Robert's story be your story. If this video helped you, please share it with one friend who owns property. You might be the reason they don't lose their inheritance this year. And if you want to stay one step ahead of the traps targeting our generation, hit subscribe and join the Smart Money True Stories community. We protect what you've built.